Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today what I want to do is talk about some Rolex watches I like. And this is from the point of view of someone who doesn't own any Rolexes and is not a Rolex hater. Just another watch collector talking about another type of watch. Now, the ones that I like, the first one is the Rolex Air King 116900. The main reason behind this, well, there are two main reasons, really. The 116900 has the same movement as the Milgauss. The movement is the 3131, Rolex caliber 3131. And I like the Air King, the style of it and the looks of it, based on these dials that Rolex did for this SSC racer going up to 1,000 miles an hour. They were trying to break some speed records. Rolex designed the instrument panel for them, and I thought that was really sort of a cool thing. And so they put one of the sort of the style of the instrument panel on the Bloodhound on the Rolex. And I realized the Bloodhound didn't break any records, or they tried, but those are the way things go. But I just sort of like this. It's simple, it's clean, and it's fun to look at least for me. Now, a lot of times I get asked, well, why don't you get it? And it's nothing against it. I've got all of these watches that are pretty much the same thing. They're time only, and they have a sub-dial. Some of them have a date window. One's got a power reserve indicator. And so it's like, these are, it's just sort of another watch to pile on, and I didn't want to do that. But I do like the Air King. Now, the next one I really like a lot, I've always liked it, is the Rolex Yachtmaster 2. The reason I like it is that countdown mechanism. Now, the countdown mechanism is made for regattas, and in the regatta there's a cannon that shoots off, and the boats are supposed to go to one place, and another cannon shoots off, and then they get all in line and ready for the race, and then the final cannon goes off. And the Yachtmaster 2 has indicators, has buttons you can push for each one of those things. Now, I don't have a yacht. I was thinking of getting Benetto. This is a little racing, sort of really a racing dinghy. It's hardly called a yacht, but I thought that'd be a fun thing, and get a Yachtmaster 2 to go with it. But boy, that movement, caliber 4161, I really like a lot. I just like this, like I said, the movement on here. I think it's a cool watch. I know it's not too popular, but I'm not sure why. But I don't know. What do I know? Okay, now this next one was one of the first Rolexes I really liked, and this is a Rolex Explorer 2 with the dual time zone arrow on it. I think the picture I have is of the latest one. It's got a big orange arrow, and I like it. It's for a dual time zone. It's very clear. I like what they call, I guess this is called the polar version, that has a white dial. Nice and clean, very clear. I like the chronology escapement made of nickel phosphorus. In other words, this very awareness that that Rolex has of all of the problems with magnetism and some of these other issues. And of course, it's extremely well built. And but one of the things I noticed that a lot of friends who have a lot of Rolexes, or especially Rolex lovers, are always talking about these reference numbers. Now, what are they always talking about reference numbers for? Well, there's a good reason, and that's because there are all of these different models, and the different models have different features to them. And so again, I was just interested in the dual time zone, so I may have missed some of the nuances. But what I did, I looked at the different prices for these different models. The 16570, I found one for $5,700. These are all best prices I could find on Chrono24 and eBay and so forth. The 216570 is 8746, and the 226570, which I think is the newest one, was 9874. These are all, I believe, pre-owned prices. So it's a nice watch. It's a chronometer and everything else. Again, people say, well, why didn't you get it? And again, it's not, I like them. I've got, these are both dual time zones. The one in the upper left is a Parmigiani hemispheres, and it's got the dual time zones, plus I can set it for offsets like on half hours that they have in India. It also has dual night day, and so I can tell at a glance whether, so I don't wake up somebody at 3 in the morning. The other one, the Van Cleef & Arpels RDC et Ur D'ailleurs, is a very formal gentleman's watch in white gold, and it's got 2 jumping hours. I think it's it's the only jumping hour that I know of with dual times. The one at the top is a local time, and the one at the bottom is for wherever else. This is set for New York time and Geneva time on that. So, like I said, it's nothing against Explorer. It just, I already got those. Now, here's one that I really like, too. This is a Rolex Cellini Prince. It's a dress watch. It's hand wound. I sort of tend toward both of those. And the thing I like about it, I like everything about it, just about. Here, the Rolex calibers 7040 are really, they all are dash caliber numbers. There's dash 1, 2, 3, and 4, and each one has a different engraving. They have, the one has a Clos de Paris. This is sort of a hobnailed look. The 2 has a Rayon Flamme de la Gloire. The 3 has a Gaudron Circulaire. And I guess a Rayon Flamme de la Gloire, and I know I butchered that French, but it's sort of a starburst or sunburst style to it. So, but it's not only did they have that, they have on the other side, you can see the same, they took one style and had it on both the front and the back. In other words, if it was the hobnailed front on the dial, it's also on the back. Just a cool idea. And it's a very much one of the things that I think Rolex may have been sort of accused of at one time or another. They don't do very many creative things. Oh, this is creative. I wish they had more like this. I really like the way those finger bridges sort of go up like they look like waves peaking. Anyway, so this is from a non-Rolex owners. There are several Rolexes I like. I don't have any, not because I don't like them. I just happen to have other ones that sort of or have a similar kind of role in my collection. But I thought I would mention that to let Rolex folks know they're fine with me. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you have a Rolex or one of these Rolexes, I'd really like to hear from you. And it's an opportunity to subscribe if you like. Until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Side, the art and science of watch collection.